Right, so this is going to be some of my tinder. So obviously I only want the stuff that's loose off the bark. I don't want to cutting big chunks of stuff off. Doesn't really matter how old it is. That's just an excuse by people that can't actually light fires. It's still wood. Even if you leave it in your room for 2 years, it's still wood. Here's yeah, I've managed to harvest that much there, and that's just the stuff that's loose on the tree. Here more as I'm walking, I see these high up bits that are left, like old creepers and that. Again, that's more awesome tinder. Let's get my pocket. Okay guys, so I'll speak loudly for this because the wind's quite battering the camera and I'm not really going to change or try and block it. So through the times that I've been filming on YouTube, I just thought I'd get together some of my methods in lighting fire and just make a little video log of all them for myself, and obviously so you guys can see the methods I use. So some of the older school methods I've used is obviously the fire steel and the tinder, birch bark, you seen us collecting that, little bits of high tops trees, you seen us collecting that, and again little tiny twigs. So I've used methods to date. I've used the fire in the steel, I've used a gel cooker. I dipped my birch bark in the gel from the cooker and lit it that way. I've used a Zippo lighter. What you do is you just take the thing out and use the petrol soaked wool on the inside of it. I've used a lighter, a candle, and obviously this big bag of char cloth because I went through a stage of making an excessive amount of char cloth, so I have loads of it. So yeah, I'll try some of these out today just for a little bit of practice. And also this ground is totally saturated, you can see that. So I don't build bases, find it a waste of time, it accomplishes nothing. You can just easily light it on top, and as it gets bigger it's going to dry underneath. So yeah, I don't waste my time with a base. The easiest one is Zippo lighter, the cotton wool from the inside. You just pull a little bit of that out. Because obviously it's soaked in petrol, you can just replace it with any cotton wool, it doesn't really make a difference. It's all the same. Tiniest little thing. Start putting your birch bark on top, then your little small twigs, and obviously build up from small to large. Easy. Right, so that's the Zippo lighter method I've used. It is pretty guaranteed fire, and if your lighter runs out of flint, you can also light it with your flint stick. So that's that one. Next one is the candle. I basically just light the candle, the wick, and then start, obviously once it's steamed, I just start piling my tinder on top of it. And again, that starts pretty much easily. Once it's lit, you can just pull your candle out and keep it for later. Again, little twigs. And that's the candle, you know, it's just one use, so you're not going for the constant flame on your lighter. So that's my second method I've used. My third method is basically, if you've got an old gel stove that you haven't really, it's not got one use left in it, I just carry it as a little thing. Just grab some sticks, give that bad boy a mix round in the jelly. Obviously you don't need a lot. And then a little bit of birch bark on that. And that bad boy is going to be straight up. Again, you can go for thicker logs with this because it's obviously it's an accelerant. And obviously just keep on feeding that until it's larger. And there you go, that's my third method, the gel stove and the gel and the twigs. Okay, so my fourth method is char cloth. So char cloth, pretty much from the day you make it to the day you use it, you need to have it in a sealed airtight bag, simply because, you know, if you take it out with you in a camp bag or something, it's always going to absorb moisture because of the sort of material it is. So I'm just, since I have an excessive amount, I'm just going to do it a little bit larger so you can see it better in the camera. So char cloth, whether it's this size or this size, it's completely up to you. I'm just using this size so you can see. So char cloth, birch bark, some little tiny bits of kindling, my knife here, my ferrocerium rod here. Ooh. Ah, it's burning my fingers. See, I should have done this method first because I'm running out of tinder. Hey! Just keep on blowing, just keep on blowing. And obviously lots more tinder, which I haven't really got a lot of left in my pocket. No. But yeah, you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. And it's just practice and practice and practice that makes these methods perfect for me as an individual. May not be perfect for you, but it's always good to try different methods and obviously get the hang of them. Awesome. You get a mouthful of smoke. as for my favourite method of us all, it is simply firelighters. You know, you can piss around all day with all of the other methods, but this one is raging fire in so short a time. It's almost lazy, you know. But again, it's another method, and you can buy a pack of firelighters for 95p, and you don't have to use a whole pack. You can use one square, and you're still going to guarantee an awesome fire. The thing about firelighters is that no matter what season you're in, weather, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't take long for these things to dry any wood out, you know, so you don't have to start off small. You can just haul massive shit on there straight away. And as you can see, the ground is completely saturated, and it all followed those fire methods. So if they're practiced enough, you accomplish them in any weather, on any ground. And bases for fires, nah, I don't see the point in them. Waste of my time. You see that all four of those were on the bare floor, and that's soaking. No platform. It's just pointless. It's for sure, again, for sure. Yeah, I thought I'd add a little thing on the end of this video. I've been getting a lot of weird comments lately, and people saying, "Oh, you don't do it this way, you do it that way." Well, yeah, I thought I'd take this time to say, and if you're going to whine about how I hold my fire steel, I'm not the one splashing my tinder all over the woodland, you know what I mean? I hold my knife straight and pull my ferrocene rod away from it so that it leaves a spark there, and you're not going to spread everything all over there. So yeah, peace out, and hope you all enjoy my next videos, because there's a lot more coming.